Hey, thanks for watching Four Color Commentary. I'm Mark Allen, and today I'm just going to share with you a few Golden Age goodies out of my collection. I don't have that many Golden Age books, not as many as a lot of the guys in this in YouTube's comic book community. But you know what I have, I'm proud of, and they're fun. I got them for literally just a pittance for the most part, and just fun to have them. I'm going to go right to one of my favorite covers. I actually got this comic as I got one of two comics. This is one of two comics I got for evaluating a stack of old comics that a lady brought me years ago after cleaning out an old farmhouse. And she had a job that where she basically, the job was clean out our old barn, clean out our old house. She did this for different people. Her pay was she got to keep whatever she found there. They just wanted it cleaned out. So she found a stack of old comics. Actually had in there, among other things, first appearance of Doctor Strange, first Silver Age appearance of Aquaman. Those obviously, I told her what kind of books those were and the importance of those books, and I didn't even make a play for those books, but I got a couple. And one of them I took just for the cool cover, not for the condition, not for anything, but it's actually a 1946 issue of Treasure Comics. It's number 5. Treasure Comics number 5, February and March. It's just a very, very cool Marco Polo cover. I always liked that. He looked astride that giant seahorse. He looked a match for Submariner or Aquaman or any other denizen of the sea. But anyway, I thought that was just a really neat cover, and it jumped out at me. Don't know who illustrated that cover. I don't do my Golden Age research like I should, but what I did like about this book was, of course, it's an anthology book. There's lots of different stories in here, but one of the ones that really kind of caught my eye was one in which you have this. Let's see, I forget who published this. Treasure Comics. Okay, American Boys Comics. Well, American Boys Comics had a character. Their own character that investigated the occult. In this story called Dr. Styx, okay? Dr. Styx, very, very a scary looking opening page there, okay? Very macabre. The Strange Case of the Dissected Soul. And you have, as the hero there, you have Professor Dark, specialist in unnatural sciences. And there he is in the background there behind the, kind of looking like a brown phantom in a way, but just kind of, that's Professor Dark. He's the specialist in unnatural sciences. You have just kind of a neat little art style here. I like it. It's very, very Golden Age, of course. And so if you've never heard of that, this might be a character you never heard of, Professor Dark. I don't know how long that he lasted. I don't know how many books he appears in, but anyway, just kind of a fun book, and even has a little historical piece back there. Know Your America, okay, one of the stories there, and has some history applications and such as that. So then you have a really cool Marco Polo story in the back. Here he's riding a dolphin, and instead of the seahorse, got the big seahorse there. But riding a dolphin and riding a horse. So Marco Polo, a hero on land and in the sea, I suppose. I don't know much about Marco Polo. Don't know much about that character. But anyway, just a neat book that I got simply for doing a friend a favor, which is really nice. And didn't really have any innate value that I know of, but just a fun book. All right. The next two I think I'm going to share. I'm going to share a couple of books called Jet Fighters. Jet Fighters. The issues 5 and 7. These I got. I'll show number 7 first. I got these years ago, so long ago, I don't really even remember where I got them. I know I didn't spend a lot of money on them. This one's a little faded, a little worn, but it's very cool. And what makes these cool, of course, is that this one is a 1953 publication, but I like the subject matter, the jet fighters of the day, the jet pilots of the day, but both of them contain, and I just lost the name of the artist, Alex Toth. Alex Toth did stories in both of these books. Steely's Saucer is the story that he did in Jet Fighters #7, published in 1953. And so that was cool. And I do remember about these books. I remember, finding the Toth stories in there without expecting it. Okay, I wasn't expecting to find them in there. And so that was Jet Fighters #7. Now, Jet Fighters #5, published in 1952. This was a bi-monthly book. And this one, I'm really proud of this one. It still has some gloss on it. It's a Golden Age book. That's really cool to get one. I don't care if it's a well-known, highly publicized Golden Age book or not. It's just great to find one with gloss and great to find one in nice shape. This one has pretty white pages, but with some browning. But this one has a Toth story called The Egg Beater. Of course, the Egg Beater being one of those, what they used to call helicopters back in the day and during war times, during World War II and Korea. And and they may still call them that, I don't know. But just some really, really cool Alex Toth work. Short stories, but these were anthology books as well. War books and such as that. So some very cool, very distinctive Toth art there. Of course, Toth always had a very distinctive style. Okay. Another book that here's another Fate character. Okay. You have Dr. Fate is, of course, the most well-known Fate character, DC's Dr. Fate. But here's a book from the Ace, published by Ace Comics, or by Humor Publication, I guess. Humor Publications, but Ace Comics was the name of the banner, name on the banner. But The Hand of Fate from August of 1952, and that character, the ghostly character in the white, is Fate, and so. Again, it's another anthology book. I wish there were more anthology books today. I really, really do. But what's really cool about this book, besides the many stories in it, there's one book, though, that really catches my eye. And it's one called Dr. Cheney's Macabre Creation. And I'll show you why. It starts over here, but Dr. Cheney's Macabre Creation. The art style really hits me. And again, these Golden Age books, not a one of them, even Alex Toth stories, don't have, a lot of times Toth got to sign his name, or at least put Toth down there. None of them credit the artist in any of these, but check out the art style. It's really, really gets me. I like the detailed artwork. I also like that there's plenty of copy there to read, plenty of word balloons, but great stuff, and just kind of really exciting, detailed art style that lends to the creepiness of the story. And so I like that. Lots of fun there. These are just Golden Age books. Are just if you're in the right frame of mind, okay, and you're not constantly comparing them to books from the last, even to Silver Age books. They're a lot of fun to read. See, I'll share one last one today. Carrie Drake #2. And this one has no year on it, no publication year, which I find strange when I find those. But you can see at the bottom, there's no publication year. It just simply says, you may not have been able to see the fine print. It's just Carrie Drake #2, published by Magazine Enterprises, and then the address, and then printed in the USA. But what's neat about this book, I know very little. I mean, very little about Carrie Drake, the character. It's story and art is by, because it just said, it doesn't say story or art. It just says Carrie Drake by Alfred Andriola. I'm assuming that is the creator of the character. What's very cool about this book is I see influences from a lot of different Golden Age artists. I see, and I may be, you may look at that and you may think, well, Mark, you're taking things too far. I'm just telling you what I see. I see in this woman here, I see influences of Will Eisner right here. Her face and the way she is drawn, illustrated, I see Will Eisner. I see in here, which wouldn't be no surprise that artists back then would be influenced by Will Eisner, okay? There was a couple of other examples. I see here, in this woman, in the blonde, right here, I see influences of Chester Gould, of Dick Tracy fame. That's just me again, but I see that in there. And again, it's no surprise that these artists would have been, that the big artists, of course, and of course Gould would have been a big artist, as well as well, I just said his name, Will Eisner. But there was one other that I wanted to show you, and because I saw another influence here, and that was Bill Finger. And this man here, I see either, well, it could be either Bob Kane or Bill Finger, but I think Bill Finger when I see that image right there. But, you know, again, another big name artist, and it would be no surprise that these artists would be aping some of the bigger names, okay? Now, not knowing the date of this book, I'm assuming that all of those artists were already working and such. I think it's a safe assumption, even though it is a 10-cent book, okay, and it had no year on it, no publication year. But anyway, thought I'd show you a few Golden Age books. I have others, and I'll save them from another video. Thought it's time to start doing some shorter videos that are easier to watch. But anyway, that's it. Tell me what you know about those Golden Age books in the comments if you know anything. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button. But otherwise, just keep enjoying the hobby. Keep just enjoying the medium of comics. There's no other medium like it. The only it's an original American thing, and so it's just a lot of fun to enjoy that form of storytelling and that form of art, and it is art, I believe. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching 4 Color Commentary, and we'll see you next video.